All right.
My squiggles are squiggling.
My nose.
Right. Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Robots in Disguise podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Hey, Ralphie boy, I'm David.
Jackie Gleason, Aunt Connie.
Yeah, this episode made me think of a TV show I have not thought of in this millennium, I don't think.
I'm pretty sure one of those, weird B broadcast channels that I like to watch. I'm pretty sure there have been ads for the steering Svengoolie. But, yeah. Very old.
Yes, this is Be Cool, not the lackluster sequel to Get Shorty, but the 6th episode of Season 3 of Robots in Disguise.
Yes. Or Season 4, according to YouTube.
Well, that's a trivia question. I always fails. Is there a sequel to Get Shorty? No, of course not.
Why would there be a sequel to Get Shorty? Let's pretend.
It's like how you probably don't know there's a sequel to the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Well, it's sort of, kind of. It's got two of the same characters, and it goes off in left field.
Oh, yeah, this first aired May 27th, 2017, and was written by frequent Transformers episode writer Zach Atkinson. Seen here...
I think I was aware that Get Shorty writer Elmore Leonard had a book called Be Cool, so that kind of counts.
I mean, everybody's in the Elmore Leonard business these days.
Yes. Anyway, sorry.
Previously, last seen writing, one of our mini-cons is missing.
Oh.
Also written a bunch of Rescue Bots episodes.
I could tell.
Yes.
and a whole bunch of Cyberverse.
And yes, a bunch...
Getting some references in there.
Mm-hmm. And so we open with two of our new Stunticons, Drag Strip, and Wildbreak.
Yes.
Yeah, trying to keep the name straight is a little odd.
Yes. Drag Strip is extremely Jackie Gleason, voiced by, of course, Maurice LaMarche, doing a very good Gleason impression.
Okay.
And
also coming on from Rescue Bots.
And Wildbreak, voiced by Dave Wittenberg, who is Kakashi Hatake in Naruto.
Kakashi? Oh, neat.
I don't know who Naruto is.
He's the guy with the eye patch over one eye all the time, despite the fact he has two perfectly working eyes.
Yeah,
although I think his other eye is something he got a transplant from somebody else.
He's also done a ton of narration.
Yeah.
Naruto.
And he's doing a very credible Art Carney in this, because they are just straight up doing the Honeymooners.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, Drag Strip just absolutely looks like G1 Drag Strip, but in Robots in Disguise style.
Yeah, it's weird that
colors.
He's just Ralph crammed in despite looking like Drag Strip. Then again, I don't remember Drag Strip's personality from G1
The
anymore.
Stunticons did
All
not...
I ever got was tech spec.
The Stunticons did not get a lot of personality. The Stunticons did not get as much personality as the Aerial Bots did, and that says a lot.
No, Motormaster's the leader of a gang. He's a big bully. One of them's a terrorist. I think that was Dead End.
Well, no, Dead End's the one who's super depressed.
Yes.
Oh, Dead End's the depressed one.
Dead End's the nihilist.
And then Breakdown's kind of hyperactive, and he's always making, malapropisms.
Drag Strip's the one that's a recognizable vehicle.
Yes.
Because he was the one that was an F1.
And who was also hilariously...
Wildbreak, on the other hand...
he was also hilariously stolen by Rumble, so they could make him into a Transformer.
That's the part when Rumble's straddling the cockpit and reaching down to steer.
And I believe the race car driver may just be wearing a hard hat.
Probably. It was G1. So yeah, Wildbreak, on the other hand, is the one who is absolutely the son of Knockout and Breakdown.
Yep.
He's got a car mode, he's navy blue and red, and he's got an orange face, and I kind of feel like Knockout is a little disappointed in him, but Breakdown is like, yeah, you're my boy. I'm sure Knockout is very proud of his vehicle mode, because he does have a very nice car
Yes.
mode. But he's dumb as a rock.
And yeah, they're just doing the honeymooners hits here. We get a bang zoom. We get and away we go.
It's time for some more references that the target audience absolutely will not get.
The target audience is going to have to ask their grandparents.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we barely should not even get these jokes, to be quite
And
honest.
also, I think
like we only get them because these jokes were in cartoons when we were kids.
Yes.
Reruns of cartoons.
And
we only saw this on Nick at Night.
I think the background music even kind of does like a bit of the honeymooners theme here.
Probably.
Although, really, if they want to go for accuracy, the guy who turns into Ralph Cramden the guy who is Ralph Cramden should turn into a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a very good Stunticon mode, but yeah,
Or what?
he should.
Was Norton a garbage man?
He worked in the sewers.
Oh.
So I don't know what he'd turn into.
You know,
garbage truck would work.
like Drift was saying in, I think it was the last episode, villains sometimes have strange speech patterns.
Yes. Sometimes they sound like a sitcom from the 50s.
Yes. Sometimes they're doing weird accents. Sometimes they sound like he said criminals. I had to go back to my notes for that episode. Criminals are often eccentric in their speech patterns. That continues to be true for this universe specifically. Yes. Sometimes they have weird accents. Sometimes they're sitcoms from the 50s.
So,
Which you'd think would be a Junkion thing.
yeah.
But we don't have Junkions here.
Alas. We've already had Junkions in anime.
next.
Are there any Junkions in Cyberverse?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not that I remember.
That seems like something they should go back to at some point.
There's like an entire underground civilization that's just repugnus, but
Okay.
they don't have Junkions. I know, you're like, tell me more. I mean, multiple repugni, but yes. They're adorable. They're so cute. They're sentient, but they're also adorable. Cyberverse is a weird show.
Yeah.
It really does not know what it... There was no vision board. It's entirely vibes. It's just after the first season where they had kind of a storyline, after that it's just pure vibes. Is there a season starting? Is there a season ending? We don't know. We're gonna spend 5 episodes doing a MacGuffin quest, and then we're off to some other thing. just vibes. But yeah, I don't think there were any Junkions, though.
So back at the scrapyard, Bumblebee, of course, is still missing his Decepticon hunter, which was stolen by a mini-con several episodes ago. Fixit is looking for the parts, but he doesn't have them, but he does find his back buffer.
Again, unbeknownst to Bumblebee that it was stolen by a mini-con.
Yes.
Bumblebee still thinks he just misplaced it for some reason, even though it entirely makes sense that it has been stolen.
And meanwhile, Blur is still acting as Sideswipe's intern as he is running an obstacle course to get him a box of pistons.
Why did he think it was a good idea to give Sideswipe an intern? Of course, Sideswipe will do anything to have someone else doing all his work for him. So of course that's what he's gonna do, is just make Blur do all his work. But at least Blur is cool with it, unlike whenever he does this. Like, there was that episode where Strongarm was going out to the car wash, but she didn't want them to know she was going out. So Sideswipe was blackmailing her by having him do all of his work. And of course he's gonna do that. That's what he does.
Well, who would be the best to give an intern to anyway?
Strongarm.
I mean, Strongarm is maybe the best, but like, she's just going to bore the shit out of Blur.
I mean, you can't give him to Drift because
Also,
Drift...
she would be annoyed because it's like having a second Sideswipe.
Yeah.
You can't give it to Grimlock because he is the intern of the team to begin with.
And then Drift already has his 2 younglings.
And trying to learn from him would annoy the piss out of Blur.
It's probably for the best that it turns out this is just a temporary assignment. Because indeed the rescue bots have called, and they would like their Blur back for some reason.
Maybe they need to rescue something fast. I don't know.
It's a bit of a shame, considering that Maurice LaMarche is already in this episode. They could have sprung for like a brief cameo as Chief Burns.
Oh, good point.
I mean, even just a voice cameo.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
As a brief aside, going back, I was just pulled up the wiki page on Cyberverse, and the first note is, according to showrunner Randolph Erd, the team couldn't come up with a good name for the show, so Hasbro chose Cyberverse since they already had the trademark. And I feel like that's a good summary of Cyberverse.
Oof, yeah.
Sure, okay. Let's do that. Anyway, sorry. There's an entire arc called The End of the Universe, but it's episodes 14 through 17 in the middle of a season. That's a Cyberverse vibe. No Junkions. No Junkions.
So, B sees, how well Sideswipe and Blur are working together, and he's come to the realization that, I'm old now, and that I'm no longer cool.
Oh no.
Like, I feel like we've already had this episode.
I used to be with it, but then they changed what it is. Now what I'm with isn't it anymore, and what's it seems weird and scary.
Someday it will happen to you too.
Heard there are kids meowing and barking at each other and calling themselves furries. Now I'm going to post about it to Facebook. Based on a true story.
Strongarm, what is TikTok?
But yeah, he's like, I don't get it. I thought I was one of the bots.
Is that like Instagram? Or is it just the gram now?
Let me show you my MySpace.
Oh, Tom, you were my friend till the end.
He's on Friendster.
Listen, is this still on Dig? Can I still get on Dig with 2 G's?
Oh, I don't even remember that.
It was a site. It's called Dig.
Yes, I remember it.
Anyway, so Fix-It has a solution, though. He's found that there is a Decepticon hunter in one of Windblade's many terrifying weapons caches, that, in this case, she's hidden entirely inside of a densely populated city.
I mean, I don't know. I wanted to guess that she put it there before the city was there, but seeing where it's located, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, no.
And
she just was like, maybe someday I'm going to need to do urban combat.
And for once, we are not in Crown City. We are in West Rock.
That feels pretty low effort, but on the other hand, a lot of actual town and city things are pretty low effort, so...
Yeah. I kind of wondered if maybe it was a gag with, Cramden and Norton basically being recited as Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, we're in the town of West Rock.
Wow, that's entirely
There's
plausible.
A bunch of guns under a storage shed. Anyway, so he's gonna, there are a lot of people in this city. I can't take the whole team, so I'm just gonna go with Strongarm and Blur. Even though you're going home tomorrow, I'm gonna teach you a real cool move that Optimus Prime showed me when I get back, and which Blur clearly thinks is the least cool thing possible.
Also, so there's a point when Bumblebee is talking to Denny about, like, I don't get it. I thought I was one of the kids. And Denny makes some comment about, he gives some advice about sometimes you can't be the friend and the leader, the parent. And I'm thinking, yeah, Denny learned this lesson somewhere late in Season 1 or early in Season 2, because at the beginning of the series, Denny had absolutely not learned that lesson.
No.
That was like a previous story arc of his.
This is why your wife left you, Denny.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor Denny. I love him. He's so relatable.
So, they're driving out there, and Bumblebee asks, possibly the worst possible person to ask, Strong Arm, am I cool? I'm cool, right?
Yeah, she tells him that he's cool in his own special old school way.
Which means
also,
no.
They are holding up traffic here, man. Like, because she tells him that she might have to pull him over for going under the speed limit. And then she's just driving alongside him having this conversation. And I'm like, y'all holding up traffic. Come on.
Yeah, in a 2-lane road.
They're being those people.
The traffic scenes in this are pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're well populated with cars, and we're not in somewhere that's inexplicably automated for once.
Yeah.
That's a nice change.
So it turns out these things are indeed buried beneath a storage unit, but unfortunately it's the Stunticons who get there first. They crack it open. It's empty, but then it's buried beneath the floor.
Dun dun.
But then, of course, once they get there, they activate Windblade's security systems, which freezes him in a block of ice.
Good job.
And it's about then that the Autobots get there, and Bumblebee has decided that he's going to be max power here.
Oh, no.
Tries to arrest him like he thinks he's Don Johnson or something. He might as well just toss his scarf over his shoulder and say, well, that's the end of that chapter.
No. No, Bumblebee. No.
He's just so smug.
And so Strong Arm just calls for backup.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Hey, is there a problem, officer? Well, yes, I was frozen today.
So, Wildbreak turns out to have, powers of some sort.
Oh, yeah, what?
He calls it a rumbler later on.
I mean, it could just be a weapon, but yes, he can do some sort of sonic thing. Vibrational sonic thing. Like a mutant power.
Yes. So luckily the Sideswipe, Blur, and Drift get there, and then the Stunticons then escape via just blowing up the rest of the cache.
Because, weapons caches can be combustible.
And Fix-It is having trouble staying in radio contact with the team because he is constantly being interrupted by ads for Lusky hair products.
Yeah, that was nice.
He's getting radio interference, and that radio interference is ads for Lusky hair products.
I guess that we now know the source of the Lusky force.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that did come up in Rescue Bots at one point, that, Lusky's grandfather or something owned a hair product company.
Yes.
So good.
And so, of course, him going bald is his greatest shame.
Yeah. I imagine so.
Well, I think we hypothesized that the Lusky hair cream caused that.
This is entirely possible. That's why they have to advertise so much.
Yes.
Anyway, Blur actually gets to do some rescue botting, which is nice.
He does do some rescue botting.
Yep. Puts out the fire.
Interesting. At no point in this show does he ever really use, violence.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he doesn't. That is good.
Even though his toy does come with a gun.
Yes, which is weird.
Maybe it shoots foam or something.
Maybe.
Sure, let's go with that.
Shoots some kind of special science stuff.
Yes. Or electromagnetic pulses.
Yes.
Something.
Foam. Probably foam. They like foam over there on Griffin Rock.
Yeah. And, of course, Grimlock arrives as well in his construction vehicle disguise with Denny in tow.
Oh, right. That's why I had a note about him waddling.
And at some point he's, making the noises with his mouth.
Yes. I love his crane disguise.
And so, the Stunticons hightail it out of there, and so we end up in a high-speed car chase.
Ooh.
Also, there's a point just before they start off on the car chase where Blur and Sideswipe are doing their little, special fist bumpy hand shaky thing, and there's the most obnoxious music to go with it. Just like dancey. He goes, nailed it! They're so obnoxious. I love them. So
the Stunticons get away, and luckily they're on an island, and there's only one bridge across. So Strongarm and Grimlock blockade this bridge, angering many motorists in the process. And then, so instead, Sideswipe and Blur are going to sweep the island block by block. But you know what? That's just not cool enough.
Yeah, it's not cool. Got to do something more cool than that.
So instead, Bumblebee decides they're going to use the drainage tunnels, like they're in Terminator 2 or something.
Which is kind of cool.
Yes, but unfortunately, what is not cool is that the tunnels are blocked, and that plan totally fails.
Also, at some point, he calls them home bots.
Yes, which is awkward.
Everyone is unamused.
Ooh.
How do you do, fellow protoforms?
He's trying. Transformers has just become entirely about embarrassing dads. Like, by Cyberverse, we're up to something like 50% embarrassing dads for the entire cast.
I mean, Earthspark is extremely
that's what I mean.
Embarrassing dads.
Yeah, Earthspark is just so many embarrassing dads.
I mean, the crowning achievement of that is Mr. Malto's David S. Bumblebee suit.
Yes. At least in this, we've just got Denny and Bumblebee and sometimes Optimus. But yeah, it's just all embarrassing dads all the time over on Earthspark.
Drift is kind of an embarrassing dad.
He is. Yeah. I don't know. He's kind of a cool dad, but also a little embarrassing.
I mean, he's not going to make you embarrassed. He's more going to make you ashamed.
Yeah.
For failing him.
For failing
my students.
But yeah, Bumblebee is definitely trying too hard. Look, sometimes you just have to accept that you're old, and the kids don't understand your references anymore, and that's just the way it's going to be now. That's just your life now. You're going to occasionally... the day that you refer to something as an old meme is definitely the day that something inside you just floats up and dries up and blows away.
But some memes are very old.
That is cringe. It is mid.
Any meme for Metal Gear Solid. That's old
just
now.
Just the idea that a meme... The concept of memes is now old enough that some of them can be old. Like All Your Base. Which is ancient now.
Well, yes, that is a classic meme.
Yeah, all your base can vote.
Yeah.
You can rent a car.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, can it? Oh shit, it probably can.
The Fensler Films G.I. Joe stuff is super old.
I think the Fensler films might be older now than those G.I. Joe cartoons were when the Fensler films were first released.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bumblebee just needs to come to terms with being old.
He just needs to come to terms with being old and stop all the downloading.
Yes.
Anyway, so they track these Decepticons to a parking garage, but unfortunately, by their powers combined, they have merged into Drag Break, which I think is a little shorter than a Drag Brunch.
So the way that this starts is that Dragstrip turns to Wildbreak and is like, it'll be harder to find will be harder to track if there's, or something like that. Basically, he says, if there's fewer of us. And I'm thinking, is he about to try to kill his buddy?
Yeah, it's very weirdly worded, and they sort of combine into a shirt pants dude.
Yeah, they sadly do not get to do a full fusion dance. They just crash into each other, and suddenly they are combined.
I thought I had them out on my desk.
Yeah, Energon style.
Yes.
I guess I didn't get that toy out at some point.
Yeah, it is Energon style.
Although, weirdly, the toy is the reverse.
Huh. I totally thought Dragstrip was going to try to kill him. It's like, that's not cool. You just kill your buddy.
How would that even work? Are they like Highlanders?
I mean, because then he doesn't have anyone else, like, holding him back from escaping. He only has to worry about himself.
Oh, wow. That actually would be an interesting idea of, like, Highlandering Transformers with headmasters.
But where would you put the extra heads?
Well, I don't know, that you have a chest cavity or something. You just chop people's heads off and add them to your bodies.
Oh, I was thinking the head would just have a bunch of different bodies.
Well, that would work, too.
Well, I guess that Power the Prime's Overlord, he does have, like, weird little cavities to put extra heads in.
Yep.
For, like, Master Force reasons, but otherwise it seems totally bizarre. It's just like that witch from Return to Oz.
Mm.
She's going to put Fairuza Balk's head in there.
I've forgotten a lot about that creepy movie.
Oh, and the Wheelers are violently traumatizing.
I have actually not seen it, but it's definitely on my list of movies that I really should catch up on.
It might be on Disney Plus. It was a Disney movie. I believe
so. Yeah, I think it is on Disney Plus.
I've got to go back to that one myself.
It is spooky.
Upsetting.
Yeah.
I love upsetting things.
Oh man, well then you will love the Wheelers.
So much about that movie. And does it have the Troll King at the end? Or am I thinking of a different one?
Yeah, the Gnome King.
I think he was a troll in the books. I think.
No, definitely. It's Gnome, Nome.
Oh. Oh, it is Gnome King. Weird. Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, no, they find Dragbreak. Bumblebee tries to, like, do a totally sick combo move on him, and then just totally gets smacked by a giant hammer. Which is the stolen Decepticon hunter.
Yeah.
So, B gets knocked through the wall of this. Blur once again does some rescuing. And then finally Drift says, "Listen, Bumblebee, you are not cool. You will never be cool. Be like me. I am not cool."
It's fine to be not cool.
Ask my tiny sons. They will tell you, I'm not cool.
Yes. They will confirm that Master Drift is not cool.
Oh, and so at some point in the fight, the giant hammer gets smacked into Bee's nuts.
Yes.
So this is an awful lot of, like, intentional property damage that they're doing to this poor parking garage.
Oh, yeah.
It distresses me.
Listen, they're just big urbanists, and they don't believe there should be that many spaces for cars. There should be a park instead.
But they're cars.
This is true, but they're cars who never need to park.
I guess that's fair. I mean, I too believe that there should be more space for people and less for parking, but still, that poor parking garage didn't deserve this.
Because indeed they drop the roof of this garage on Dragbreak.
Oh no, he gets super shredded.
Yes. But unfortunately, just as Bee's about to grab this disabled hunter, it straight up explodes. And so, it briefly looks like Bumblebee is deceased, but of course, this is his show. Instead, he does this super cool thing where he just walks out of these flames carrying these Decepticons. Like he's the Terminator.
Yes.
Or Pat Lee.
Or he's watched too much anime.
Maybe he's been watching the anime to try to be cool.
So he finally manages to get through to fix it, just in time for the floor to collapse below them, and there's a pretty amusing bit where he's like, yeah, we're in the same position, just lower.
We're at the same coordinates, just a little lower. That was pretty good.
And then the Stunticons just straight up escape. But they do not get that big trailer of weapons they were going to steal, so that's something.
Yep. So the Autobots now at least have Windblade's cash.
So we say our goodbyes to Blur, who we will be seeing later in the next season of Rescue Bots.
Sideswipe says, "Now who's going to change my oil in the mornings?"
Ew.
Which, I don't want to know what that's a metaphor for. I assume it's going to be like making my coffee or something.
Yeah, but it sounds more like it involves bodily fluids.
Yes.
Yeah, it's what it usually is.
I am either not okay with it or extremely okay with it. I'm going to have to think about it.
I'm going to say not okay.
Also, I feel like Bumblebee is at least probably cooler than Heatwave as leaders go.
Yeah. Because Heatwave also isn't trying to be cool.
Yes.
I mean, I guess the thing is that Blur thinks everybody is cool, especially Sideswipe, because none of the other rescue bots are cool.
Yes.
Maybe Boulder, kind of, in like a hippie kind of way.
Yeah, and like a chill kind of like hippie kind of way.
Like Heatwave may be kind of cool in like a Wolverine kind of way.
Yes.
Chase is extremely not cool.
No.
Blades is extremely not cool.
Blades is a little cringe. It's okay, he's the best. He's the best boy.
Blades is occasionally cool, but entirely accidentally.
Yes.
You know, Salvage not cool. High Tide not really cool.
No.
Maybe in like an old school, I'm an old sailor kind of way. But yeah.
Yeah, not cool. Not a lot of cool people around.
And likewise, the humans, almost to a person, not cool. There are very few cool people on Griffin Rock.
Yeah. That's not really what they're there for.
I mean, it's a super science island, so everybody's a big dork.
Yeah, everybody's just super nerdy. That's what they do. It's their thing.
Yes.
It's what they're about.
And so that is the end of the episode, and that is it for Blur on this show. But, I enjoyed this one. I like Bumblebee trying to be cool and extremely being bad at it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of his whole first season thing with trying to come up with catchphrases and failing miserably. So,
yeah.
It's always...
I feel that no cool guy has ever tried to come up with a catchphrase.
No. And I like to think that having Blur around kept Sideswipe from being obnoxious to everyone else. Like, they kept it over in their own corner, but the two of them together was just so, like... These guys guying around broishly. Doing their little handshake thing. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. Nice to see what the fuck?
Wildbreak.
Wildbreak. It feels very much like, we lost a wild rider rights, so we have to come up with another name.
This, I think, may have been the only episode of Combiner Wars that I saw back when it was new. And I forget whether that was specifically because I was told to watch it because it had what was clearly Breakdown and Knockout Sun, or if that was just coincidence that just happened to be the first one that I got. But he is.
Yeah, I was already starting to miss a bunch of episodes at this point, but I do remember seeing this one.
Yeah, maybe this was just an episode that was like the episode that's always on, like
could be
Gargoyles and the episode with the pack.
Or whenever I watched Batman, it was always I've got Batman in my basement.
Yeah, it's like
which
that.
is unfortunate.
So this was just the episode that was always on.
I'm also a big advocate of voice actors doing like old actor impressions for Decepticons, so I'm all for Cramden and Norton here.
Oh yeah, because it just reminds us of G1.
There was a post on like the local regional wildlife group recently just saying like, if you find some kind of wild animal, please actually call a rehabber. And it was like, if you find an injured person, you're not just going to take them to your basement and try to figure out what they eat. And I was like, there was that episode of Batman.
Yeah, and what happened to those kids? They had the Penguin coming in wrecking their stuff.
Yeah, so don't be like that. Call a rehabber. Man, I want to be a rehabber. Could have a pet raccoon.
Oh.
No money.
Alright, so I believe that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner.
No, I got a sore throat this week. I've been tired.
Okay, then. This does not bring us to David Stoker's Sets Corner, and that because it brings us to the end of the show.
Yes, a little premature. But yeah, well, our Patreon episode is long. Go listen to that when it's out.
I mean, not crazy, twice as long as the thing we're talking about long, but pretty good.
No, it's shorter than the movie we watched, but it's over an hour.
David needs to rest his voice now.
Yeah.
All right, so you can find us, until next time, you can find us all over the internet. We are on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we have a Patreon.
And we're on Mastodon, and we have a Discord.
Yes. We have a... I am personally running the retro.pizza Mastodon server. Feel free to come over and sign up. I do have to approve new accounts so that I don't end up as a home for crypto spammers, because that's been a big thing the last couple weeks with some of the other big instances with open signups. But I get those approved pretty quick. We have some pretty cool people. We've got some VTubers there. We've got some Twitch streamers. We've got some people who just like posting pictures of toys, and we have just everyday people. So even if you're not like a big internet celebrity, by all means, if you are interested in Mastodon, check out retro.pizza.
Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood of Mastodon.
Yes.
Our Discord, I stream things, usually tokusatsu stuff. Currently in the middle of Metalder, and this week are going to be watching Kamen Rider V3.
Ooh.
And also, we watch Farscape or some stuff on Saturdays. On Sundays lately has been Suletta Sunday, because I'm deep in the middle of watching Gundam G-Witch.
I need to catch up with that. I'm on episode 4, I think, now that it's on YouTube.
Oh.
But yeah, I believe that I've got a link to the Discord over on Mastodon, at Iacon Underground, all spelled out, at retro.pizza. I will have to double check on that this evening. Our Patreon is at patreon.com/Iacon Underground, and we just wrapped up an episode on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So if you want to hear what kind of sounds that I made upon seeing Maskless MODOK, you can listen to that. You can hear Rob explaining who all those Kangs are, and David wishing that this was, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, so...
Well, yeah. I mean, I at this point, I always wish I was watching a Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Yeah. So, well, it was trying. Like I said, this and the last couple Thor movies sure are trying. But that is at patreon.com/Iacon Underground, and you can sign up for that for as little as $1 a month, because our bills are not that high, and I like remaining accessible for people. I don't want to be one of these podcasts that starts with $10 tiers.
Oh, yeah. No,
there's some of those.
I mean, I feel like $1 is maybe undercharging, but yeah, it's fine. You give us more if you want.
We put a lot of stuff over there. And we have I think we have a lot of fun making those episodes anyway. So, that is where you can find us on the interwebs. I could set up an Instagram or something, I don't know. I am trying to avoid Twitter.
For what? Well, we take pictures of toys on Instagram?
Sure.
I mean, I guess that's an idea, but...
Screenshots of Transformers episodes, I don't know. It's just the thing that the kids do. Man, I just got an alert that it's about to rain, and I just washed my car 2 hours ago. Anyway. We are on the internet. It's fun being on the internet. We are all extremely online. Especially me.
Alright, so join us next time for more Robots in Disguise when we confront one of the classic cartoon episode plots.
Ooh, are they going to shrink?
No. It's also the plot of a classic Star Trek episode.
Is someone going to suddenly get super horny out of nowhere?
Not really.
Well, it's also kind of a TNG episode.
I see. Okay.
Or it's the opposite of an episode of Star Trek Voyager.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Not the one with salamanders.
I looked it up.
The hint.
Yeah.
Kill us both, Spock.
Oh no. Oh no.
So until then, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.